Later this week, it's looking like we'll get Season 4 revealed to us, so honestly, quite the busy week upcoming between those reveals, potential teasers for COD 2024 as we draw closer to that, and then X-Defiance launch in just a few days. So in the meantime, today I want to take a first look at Season 4 of Modern Warfare 3 as a reminder of what's to come ahead of the official reveal. So drop your thoughts as we go along. Is there anything in particular you're looking forward to out of Season 4? Anything you're hoping to see? Whatever the case, drop your thoughts. But if you enjoy the video, do me a favor and drop a like on it, and if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe for more Modern Warfare 3, COD 2024, or Black Ops 6 and X-Defiant coverage. We've got so much up on deck you guys will not want to miss, but for now, let's jump into a first look at Season 4 for Modern Warfare 3. So firstly, a disclaimer as we got to talk about with every single leak video. Number one, I unfortunately cannot show any of the content on screen that has been leaked. It's still unreleased and thus intellectual property of Activision, Sledgehammer, and any studio working on the product. A lot of times the content isn't taken down from the references that we give, so I'll leave those linked down there in the description below, but for safety's sake, we won't be featuring anything on screen. And number two, these leaks were sourced over the course of the last month or so from accounts like COD Warfare Forums, Semtex Leaks, Forward Leaks, and others, so while they all appear to be happening with Season 4, it might not mean that they will happen exactly as they will for the launch here. Things are subject to change, and development is an ever-moving target, so some things may be right on target, some may be shifted, some may be cut altogether, but for right now, this is what we've heard so far. But anyways, let's start out with, well, when is Season 4? When can we jump into it? Because we talked about this is going to be a busy next week and a half or so, but Season 4 launches on May 29th here next week. Not this upcoming, but the following. If it's anything like Season 2 and 3, it'll be likely around 8 weeks, and that will give us a Reloaded update around June 26th and a Season 5 launch date around July 24th. For multiplayer content, this is what we've heard of so far. Starting out with weaponry, and a more up-to-date reference, data miners believe the following to be the weapons up on deck for Season 4. The Kar98K, the Spaz 12, the PC9, which was previously leaked in Season 2, but we hadn't seen anything come with that with Season 3, so it makes sense that we'd finally see it introduced, and a shovel melee weapon. Now, recently, the STG-44 was found in the game files, but since then, it appears it may not be included with Season 4, perhaps Season 5? Although it could be something that's a Season 4 Reloaded update weapon, perhaps. But I wouldn't get my hopes up on that, though honestly, I'd be happy if that is wrong. I'd love to see this in Season 4, but those 5 are your immediate future ones, probably 4 in Season 4, and then that 5th in Season 5, but only time will tell. Additional information in regards to that weaponry is the Spaz 12 is going to have apparently an akimbo option here for it, so that'll be really interesting. We had the Wardens for the Lockwood Mark II, in which you had the ability to make the akimbo Model 1887s, but you're going to have, by an organic attachment in that rear grip category, probably the ability to make the akimbo Spaz 12s. But beyond that, the Kar98K also apparently will have a bayonet attachment, increasing that lunge, so that'll be interesting to see how that plays out. And then finally, in weaponry, we also have the mention of additional aftermarket parts for weapons like the FGX Horus, the Basilisk, and the Kastov 762. So we're seeing more continuation of weapons getting these aftermarket parts beyond just the Modern Warfare 3 weapons, which personally, I think is pretty cool. It gives some love to prior weapons and maybe those that would be forgotten otherwise. I mean, let me tell you the last time I actually used the Lockwood Mark II or the M16 before these aftermarket parts were introduced. I'll give you a hint. It was when I was leveling my weapons in the first week of Modern Warfare 2's launch. So it's nice to see that kind of stuff revitalize some usage of some older weapons. That's the weaponry we've seen for Season 4 so far. Operators, this is an interesting one because we've seen mention of Woods, Time, Sage, and Void. Now, Woods is obviously that Sergeant Frank Woods as a right now seemingly pre-order bonus here for COD 2024 or Black Ops 5 or Black Ops 6, whatever they end up calling it. Again, we might be seeing some sort of official confirmation here later this week, but as the time of recording this, we don't have that information detailed to us just yet. But Woods looks to be coming as an operator here, but then those other three, well, it seems like they're code names for, get this, potentially Reaper, Nomad, and Battery. Black Ops 3 operators. So an interesting crossover there in regards to Modern Warfare 3 weaponry, bringing those characters back, but it's strange because we're not going to the 2060s for the next COD, apparently, with Black Ops 6. So it's one thing to like fully embrace that if you're going to have that be your next area of attack in regards to storytelling, but it doesn't seem like that's the case, so it's just an odd introduction here, but interesting no less. Additional leaks point towards new streaks coming here within Modern Warfare 3 in Season 4. Firstly, the Reaper, last seen in Modern Warfare 3 2011, and interestingly, actually the DNA bomb from Advanced Warfare. So we of course just saw a bunch of stuff this season from Advanced Warfare, but it seems like this might now actually differentiate a little bit, or maybe be a skin of some kind for the MGB. That was one thing that I know from the launch of the game here, that some people were upset that the MGB and some things like that were exactly one-to-one from what they were in Modern Warfare 2. This would finally, after 3 seasons and 6 to 7 months into the game's life cycle, actually give some differentiation from Modern Warfare 2 to Modern Warfare 3 for that highest air quote nuke streak, though just paying homage to another Sledgehammer project. But it'll be interesting to see if that actually does come to be, or if it's just something for an LTM upcoming, or whatever the case. Now, rounding out the multiplayer portion here of this, multiplayer maps, surprisingly, nothing's really leaked out from what I've seen here in regards to this. Of course, we had the confirmation with Season 1 and Season 2 that we'd end up getting 3 new maps for both of those original, like actually new, and then with Season 3, we actually got, honestly, I was surprised by how much we had seen, because I kind of figured if those first 2 seasons were guaranteed, we might start to see stuff tail off. But that wasn't the case. We had 6 multiplayer maps across Season 3's launch and Season 3 Reloaded here, with multiple being brand new and some of those just being remade portions of existing maps, like Vondels, Tanked, and Checkpoint from Rebirth Island. So to have 6 maps on top, that was pretty cool, and fingers crossed we see something continue on in Season 4 where we have that sort of quantity and that sort of amount of originals as well, but nothing really has leaked out from what I've seen thus far. But that said, kind of transitioning into other areas of the Call of Duty experience here, let's talk about some crossover content next, because we have 3 crossovers that we know of for Season 4, which will be all interesting in their own rights. Firstly, the biggest one probably is that of the Fallout times Call of Duty crossover. This, honestly, I love it because the Fallout show for Prime, I love that the franchise as a whole is getting some extra love with this. It's a classic, of course, if you're a fan of it from the beginning, but to see so many people now taking interest in Fallout is awesome, and to see it come over into Call of Duty, I'm interested to see what this means for either cosmetics, either LTMs, or if it's something like The Walking Dead is maybe a part of the Battle Pass. We don't quite know, but it is one thing that's going to be coming that I'm quite looking forward to. Then we have one for The Crow times Call of Duty, which is an interesting one, but it's going to be in support of the new remake of the film starring Bill Skarsgård, that coming out in August. So I'm curious to see if that's going to be something that launches with Season 4 or is like a Reloaded update type of event. And then we have a third and final Gundam event right now with beam sabers, those being found in the game files after the Season 3 Reloaded update. So curious if that's going to be for a cosmetic sort of melee variant, or if it's going to be something that's a part of an LTM, like a sort of battle for the beam sabers. We'll have to wait and see, but those are your 3 crossovers that we've seen data mined thus far. For the Warzone side of things here, this is the strangest part to me. We have not seen really anything leak in regards to this. Nothing in regards to resurgence stuff, nothing in regards to Easter eggs or special events happening, nothing in regards to big map. But of course, I'm sure there's stuff that we can all hope to see coming. The biggest for me is big map ranked. I feel like for the entirety of the Modern Warfare 3 year of support here, big map BR has kind of been all but neglected. I mean, we have seen now 2 straight seasons where there's like next to no updates. We got bunkers open up, that's cool, but like realistically, it doesn't do anything for the gameplay loop. But later this week, we'll of course have everything revealed to us, so maybe there's just something we're missing. In Zombies content for Season 4, there was mentioned of the Unstable Rift that will be added here at this, which sounds like it's a new survival challenge, and then there's been recent discussion about the potential of that rumored PvPvE mode coming, not getting rid of the existing experience, but truly adding like a DMZ layer to it where you can actually face off against other operators and the zombies. So that'll be interesting if that actually does come in. That might be one that I'd place an asterisk on. I wouldn't say that's guaranteed for Season 4, but it seems to be in the discussion now at this point. But that is Season 4 and what we know of it so far ahead of this reveal coming later this week. But just wanted to fill you guys in and let you know all you needed to going into that. So that there could be some cool surprises that is officially revealed, or some stuff that, again, gives you a relative idea of what to expect. But for now, that's what we're going to call it. Before we wrap everything up, make sure to check out my friends over at Gamer Advantage, what I firmly believe are the best blue light glasses on the market. Aftermarket. I've worked with these guys for 3+ years now and cannot recommend them enough. They're the most lightweight, comfortable, and durable frames on the market as far as I've used, and I definitely think they've helped my daily productivity. Now, full transparency, they're a bit more of an investment, but I do think your vision is absolutely worth investing into, especially if you're like me, you're looking at a monitor, phone, you're gaming for a good chunk of the day. If you guys would like to learn more, at the very least, I'd recommend checking out their website where they can better break down the science and all the specifics of their product way better than I could. But what I can personally say is that I'd highly recommend them. So if you'd like to learn more, check the link in the description below. And if you'd like to pick something up for yourself, use code Espresso to get 10% off your entire order. But for now, that's going to wrap it up. Let me know your thoughts. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed the video, and make sure to subscribe for more Modern Warfare 3 coverage ahead of Season 4 upcoming, but also a ton of stuff in regards to the COD 2024 or potentially Black Ops 6 teaser reveals as of maybe this week. XDefiant launches this week, so it's going to be very busy upcoming. I'd love to have you in the community. But for now, thanks so much for watching. My name is Espresso. I'll see you later. Take care and peace.